to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited to get into today's pick a card. Today we are going to see whether this is your crush, your person of interest, or your next lover, the next person to come into your life. What are their intentions? What are their next moves? What are their plans for you and this connection? So you can set your intention for someone specific, or we'll just leave it open-ended for whoever comes through. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, you can pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile as well for all of my readings. Group 1, we have the Clear Quartz and the White Newman Tarot. Group 2, we have the Onyx and the Mystical Manga Tarot. Group 3, we have the Green Zebra Stone and the Third Eye Tarot. And group 4, we have the Galactophane and the Wheel of the Year Tarot. So pause the video if you need more time, but we're just going to get started. All right, if you chose group 1 with the Clear Quartz and the White Newman Tarot, this is your reading. Your person, your crush, the next person coming in, whoever you set your intention for. What are their intentions, next moves, and plans for you in this connection? Interesting. So first of all, there's a lot of like sacral chakra energy, if you know what I mean, a lot of physical intimacy energy. It feels like you are very attracted to this person. And it feels like both of you go back and forth as far as what you want to do with this connection. It feels like two people and neither person is bold enough to say like, oh, this is what I want. So it's like you both kind of have this back and forth energy. It doesn't necessarily feel like games being played or toxic or even negative, but there's definitely this back and forth energy. And it kind of just feels like both of you are scared a little bit. We have the metaphor of love and forced marriage here. Forced marriage says loss of freedom and excessive interference. The metaphor of love says flirt and seduction. So it feels like a game to you, but I have a feeling that there is nothing game-like or funny about this. Like, it feels like two people in denial that are basically in love but won't say it, won't admit it. We have the romantic night with romantic entanglement and a sensual encounter. So there's definitely that sacral chakra energy here where it's like both of you are very attracted to each other. You flirt a lot. You think about each other a lot. You love to be around each other, very much so in each other's energy. But neither of you kind of, it's like on the tip of your tongue. We have the confession of love. This card says, say, I love you. So there's an energy here of like tension, frustration from time to time. It feels like both of you are kind of afraid though. So we'll see. Right now it feels like you guys are leaning on like a physically intimate connection to connect. Or if this is, you know, the next person coming into your life, it feels like the way this connection starts is like you guys communicate through physical intimacy. That's how it feels. You communicate through flirtation, like how well you flirt, how detail-oriented you can be. When you're detail-oriented and you truly pay attention to someone, the things you say or the things you do hit so much better, deeply activating action because you've observed this person and you know them and you're clever. It feels like a lot of clever and wit and flirtation going on here, a lot of banter in the beginning, and it seems like you're communicating though. It's like you're using physical intimacy as your form of communication. And now it's just like, it's getting into murky waters, you guys. You are in murky waters with your person. It feels group 1 because it's like, ooh, this is that space where people start to feel like, they start to feel anxious and then they start to want to run away because it's like neither of us are addressing the elephant in the room. There's attraction, there's tension, all the things, but none of us are saying it. So at this stage, people can get spooked, or people can just, choose to keep it here because this is what works. So Spirit may be challenging you to communicate what it is that you want so that you can say, okay, I'm ready to move forward. Now, we did have that forced marriage card, so I'm curious if that's talking about another person, or if this is more of a dynamic where one of you is trying to force a relationship and the other is just trying to like play with the other. We have fear with concerns, worry, and risks. So it does seem to be like one of you are afraid to commit, or both of you honestly are afraid to commit, because it feels like everything in this connection is very mutual. You guys mirror each other a lot, and not at all in a twin flame kind of way, more in a like you're literally just matching their energy kind of way. Someone is afraid of commitment or offering a commitment. We have love at first sight that says twin flames and mirror souls. Soon as I was literally saying, it's like you guys are mirroring each other, but not in a twin flame kind of way. Spirit's like, yes, they are. So we have twin flame and mirror souls. This is the Romeo and Juliet oracle. So it has like the action scenes and stuff on there, which is cool. But there's an energy of you guys being very attracted to each other and having your own lives that you're kind of struggling with. And it feels like you blow steam with each other, and you could be relationship material. This has the ability to be like a long-term connection, but neither of you are afraid, or like neither of you are bold enough to admit that's what you want. Either that, or if you ask for it, the other person gets triggered even though they want it. It's like the asking, though, triggers them and makes them feel like they have to make a quick decision, or just makes them feel anxious. So now we're getting into like their thoughts and feelings here. We have, I was naive before, but I know which mistakes not to repeat. So this definitely feels like someone you've dealt with previously, or again, if you set your intention for this to be someone who's new coming into your life, it seems like in the beginning you guys really focus on the like physical attraction that you have towards each other, and then things kind of fizzle out, or they go left, they get into those murky waters, and then this person kind of comes to the conclusion like, okay, I was naive before, but I know which mistakes not to repeat. This person, I feel like they feel a little guilty for playing with your heart, and it's just because they really do love the flirtation so much. That's like their favorite part of any connection, honestly. Their favorite part of meeting new people. And they could tell that you did have intention and that you were kind of trying. Maybe it was something you were newly implementing. It feels like they called your bluff, and maybe it was a little bit of bluff, maybe you put it out there like, okay, this is my intention, or this is what I want. I want a relationship, or whatever that was, but there was no follow through. So in that way, they called your bluff, because it's like, yeah, I think I'm going to be able to keep flirting and keep pushing it with you, and I think you're going to respond to it after a while. I think you're going to wear out after a while, and you're not going to hold me accountable and make me actually address and communicate about what I want. But they will be you down, though, okay? They will meow you down. Like, they'll put that thing on you, but it's like, okay, we got to communicate with words. So this person, they're feeling a little bit guilty, and it seems like you guys get into these murky waters, but we are seeing that they're saying, okay, I know which mistakes not to repeat. So that is a sign that they do wish to move forward. Let's see what else we got. Yeah. With that forced marriage, some of you, this may be a third-party situation. I'm not a third-party reader. I don't read a lot on like, third-party connections and stuff like that. So I wouldn't just say that naturally off the cuff. Like, it really is a prevalent energy here for a few of you, but of course you would know that. And I don't feel like that is for the new people. Spirit is clarifying like they would know already if that's the case. So maybe they're doing all this flirting with you while they have another connection that they're engaging with. And they weren't ending that or like giving you any solid like plans or any space like this is who I am to you or this is what we're gonna do. It was just like I'm enjoying the physical intimacy and they're just kind of like MIA when it comes to other things. This person, I feel like they may be a little bit older than you, but at the same time, I feel like they're less mature than you. I'm picking up for some of you. This person, their inner narrative is so like back and forth. I feel like this person doesn't eat well. I feel like they watch a lot of, you know, certain kind of videos where you leak yourself dry of all your life force. I feel like this person is unhealthy. They probably stink a little bit. No, I'm playing. But I just see this as someone who's like, they have all this mental knowledge, like maybe they've read powerful books like the 48 Laws of Power or da 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 da, but they have no follow through in their real life. Like, I feel like this is giving that tea. We have, I'm losing hope in this ever working at this point. Why bother? I may come off as a bit rude, but I don't mean any harm. This person is aware of the way that they communicate, and that just doesn't work for me personally. Because if you're aware of it, then yeah, you're gonna have to take some, effort to change it. So it's just really hard for me to accept this narrative and see this person in a bright way. But I'm gonna remain neutral and power through. I really am. But it's like, just reading between the lines through this person, let me know, like, do they eat bad? Is their favorite restaurant Taco Bell? Okay, I'm sorry. It says, sometimes I can be quite insecure, so I come off a bit possessive. And if my actions offend you, then I can't do anything about that. That's just who I am. So I do feel like they have an internal desire to do better and to be more mature, but I just feel like they simply just kind of aren't. So it's just going to be frustrating for you to deal with this person. But at the same time, there is a real connection between the two of you. And if you're young yourself and you have your own toxic traits, then it may be a wash. Like, that's what building is all about. All relationships don't start and both people are completely ready and in this like perfect position in life. That's not reality. A lot of people are in messed up positions. It's hard out here. And we're all just trying to figure it out. So I give them some grace in that regard, but I don't like seeing that awareness. And at the same time, it's like, okay, if you're aware of it, you're conscious enough to take care of it. It's kind of like a baby coming up to you saying, I need my diaper changed. If you don't get your if you can formulate in your mouth that you need me to change your diaper and your diaper is getting full and you're ready, you need to go in that toilet and you need to handle yourself. Like, I don't know what else to use as an example, but it's just like, it's annoying. So I know y'all are annoyed. Or this may be a connection. If it's new, y'all are probably like, I don't want this. Let me pick another pile. Listen, maybe you should. I don't know. Let's see what else we get. But we do have, I'm willing to put in the work for this connection if you are, and I want to come clean and express a truth that it says, I want to come clean and express a truth to you. I shouldn't have kept it from you. So for those of you with a third party situation, they will be clarifying more and communicating what that was and what's really going on. I do have a feeling for most of you, that third party situation has ended already, if not in the near future, and I do see it happening. But they are stringing you along way longer than it's fair to you. And again, it's because they're possessive. They didn't want to let that other person go. They didn't want to lose access to that person or the relationship with that person. They weren't completely ready to move on from that. And at the same time, they weren't letting you go. So it just kind of, listen, you got to be careful with a person like this. Spirit, their intentions are to express truth to you, to put in work for this connection, but I also just feel like they have other things that have nothing to do with you that they need to work on, like their possessiveness, their back and forthness, their consciousness but no actionness. Like, what is that? No sir, no ma'am. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse and the 3 of Wands in reverse. So Spirit is saying until they untangle themselves from what they have going on right now. Yep, 6 of Swords. Literally, until they move on their own, this connection will not be blessed to move forward. I got to be honest. Like, Spirit is like, listen, this is not a blessed connection by your angels, by the universe, or anything that your spiritual team approves of until they cut themselves and untangle themselves. Because until then, they are playing in your face. Until then, they're not doing right by you. So Spirit's like, listen, I don't agree to that. I would not wait for this person. It's like they've already taken advantage enough and made you wait. And I'm not trying to preach, but I'm just keeping it like 1,000. I'm a Cancer. I'm such a sensitive little being. Like, I just can't keep certain things. I cannot hold my tongue. I really cannot. The feelings overtake me. We have the Knight of Swords, Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, the ends of that indecisiveness. Nine of Swords in reverse, the end of that victim mentality. Spirit is like, listen, I'm on your side. Spirit is like, Knight of Swords, when they move forward with real communication, the Suit of Swords in the tarot deck is also about communication. When they move forward with clear, concise, solid conversation that can be decoded, like, I shouldn't have to decode your messages. I don't understand that. That's another thing that just annoys me with people today. Like, if you don't text me in English, I'm going to block you. I'm at that point where I'm going to block you. Because I should not need, you know, to decipher your messages, okay? This is not a movie. I'm going to need you to be clear. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Good. The Fool. Good. So this is new beginning energy. Listen, with all of that being said, there are many pros and cons to all of us. So take, you know, this with a grain of salt. I'm always going to be biased for who I'm reading for. So I'm going hard for you because I want you to experience better. So with all that smack talk aside, Eight of Pentacles and the Fool, they are coming in an energy of wanting to work on things with you and start off in a new beginning. And Spirit is making it clear they only get to this Eight of Pentacles energy by Six of Swords moving on from their past mistakes first, or their past person. They can only get to a new beginning, and they're only going to get to this place, Eight of Pentacles, being willing to pour so much into you in this connection if they truly sacrifice something first. They have to make that investment of leaving the past behind before you should give them access to you, because otherwise they'll never get to that Eight of Pentacles energy because they won't have to leave. So some of this is requiring you to put in space and distance. Wow, we got the White Newman in reverse. This is one of the tarot decks that have like a few extra cards in it. It has a White Newman and the Black Newman. And the White Newman is the yin element, whereas the Black Newman would be the yang element. So with the White Newman showing up in reverse, Spirit is saying you can't be soft with this person anymore. They cannot get your good White Newman or yin, feminine, receptive, open energy. Ten of Swords, stick a fork in it, it's done. Nine of Wands, they're gonna have to show some grit. They're gonna have to show some teeth. They're going to have to overcome whatever it is that they're going through. And it's likely gonna have to be alone. I feel like you guys really want to help them. Maybe you've already invested so much into this person and you've already tried to help them so much. Their intentions, they do want to move forward with you. Their next moves, they're going to be closing that cycle and moving forward towards you. And in terms of their plans, I don't see that this person has a plan. I see that this person is willing to put in the work. So they'll kind of be taking things as they come. But again, it's like they're on their own journey and they have these things about them that need to develop more, that if they had developed sooner, then you would already have that. Like if this person was used to making plans and following through on them, if they were all about discipline and action, then they would already be showing up that way for you with plans and intentions and the most. But they haven't done the work. I feel like this person's a little behind, like in life in general. Even if they're like financially successful, it just feels like this is someone dragging their feet. Someone who even like has a chip on their shoulder, like, oh, you know, this and this and this was done wrong to me, or this isn't easy. So they just kind of sit there in that state. It's kind of like people who say like, you know, people like the Kardashians have life so much easier. And it's like, that's also true. But are you going to sit in that self-pity for life, or are you going to get yours? You know? And it's like either way is fine. We all have our own paths. I don't feel like everybody needs to hustle and do the most, but you as a person need to ask yourself like, okay, but do I want to be with someone who obviously doesn't want or won't come over, you know, overcome their whatever's holding them back. We got the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So this person's going to need some more time alone. They are going to take a while to get to you. Again, we have the Fool card. So you're playing the Sun card. So you're playing the long game with this person. We have the Devil in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. So I feel like it isn't karma, but it is. It's not karma in the sense that, oh, this person is having like bad thing after bad thing happen because they're getting punished, but they are having to kind of backtrack, and then they're gonna, you know, get paid on the work that they've done. So listen, this person is kind of getting tested by the universe right now, and it's really up to spirit. And I almost want to say spirit would rather you be with someone else. We have exercise your demons. It says face your demons, shadow work is needed, and move the body. Okay, if you don't let this little boy, this little girl go and get up and twerk right now, okay, because you need to exercise, get that energy out, all that energy stored in your hips, you need to let it out. Do that hip opening yoga. Even if you're divine masculine, okay, do it alone in your room with them short shorts. Oh my God, the short shorts are so hot on masculines. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, listen, getting off task. But yeah, it's a good time for you to face your demons and do some shadow work as well, so that you can transmute the situation into something positive. But this person, they're definitely going to need some time, if anything. That's what I got for you, group 1. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And yeah, that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the Onyx Crystal Point and the Mystical Manga Tarot, this is your reading. Their intentions, their next moves, their plans for you and this connection. Whether this is your crush, person of interest, or the next person you'll be with, Spirit, show us for group 2. Their intentions, their next moves, their plans. Wow, this person seems like they're definitely still in the process of trying to win you over. There's even an energy of you maybe calling this person's bluff. Like maybe you can tell that they're not super serious, or you can tell that you're not in alignment with this person for some reason, or they're not ready. And it's like they're giving you all this energy and attention, and they're coming in. You know, this kind of feels like love bombing. So that could be what is setting you off and giving you that first initial, red flag. I feel like this person is wearing a mask. It feels like they want you so bad, but I feel like underneath all of that desire, I don't know if they have the stamina, the determination, the growth to actually maintain a relationship that you can depend on. And it seems like you're picking up on this as well. We have wooing. It says seek, search, encounter, and chase. So this person is trying to woo you. They're trying to impress you. They're trying to get you to believe in them. That's exactly how this feels. Like they want you to see them as the person that you know they're not so bad. And it's like, whether that's a mature version of them or a ready version of them or a commitment oriented ready like version of them, it's like you're not believing it. And this person feels kind of too vulnerable to make big commitments when they feel so seen. You know what I mean? Because it's like, this one is really going to make me stand up as my higher self because they see me. So there's a bit of a power struggle when it comes to that, or authenticity struggle with this person. We have secret help. It says keeping secrets, anonymous goodwill. So I feel like the universe is helping you, giving you signs and signals about this person. You may be dreaming about this person, but it seems like you're unsure and this person is trying to woo you. That's the energy right away. And then we have the betray card. This one says divergence, different values, a change of heart, and thought manipulation. So you may be able to tell that this person is like, it seems like they've been really into Robert Greene, like the 48 Laws of Power, the Art of Seduction, that kind of stuff. It feels like they've been reading those kind of books or consuming like content that teaches you how to get someone to behave in a way that is suitable for you. They may be a part of a community of people that practice a certain kind of behaviors when it comes to dating specifically. And there's a real opportunity for love in front of them, which is you. But honestly, they're going to have to, we'll see. I mean, I feel like they're going to have to make, that move on their own. I feel like they're going to have to trust the universe. It's really a personal problem, but crossing the barrier, overcoming obstacles is what this says on the bottom. So Spirit is in agreement, like, yeah, they're gonna have to cross over this barrier, this bridge, and overcome these personal obstacles. It feels like a person who has been, like, say red pill for an example, or a passport bro type of energy. It's like this person has been really subscribing to that, watching all the content, but now they're in the real world, and when they were in the real world, they met someone with a lot of potential. That person is you. So they're in a space where it's like, ooh, I can abandon everything that I've used to support me up until now, everything, all the content that's lifted me up and made me feel like a man or a woman or a high value partner, whatever. And I'm going to have to release that because this is real now. Like, this is real love. That's so interesting how that works. Like, you'll be so deep into a community and then real life hits, like you meet the one and next thing you know, you're folding, switching up. You done got you a taste of that real love. We have fake death at the bottom of the deck. This is the Romeo and Juliet Oracle. It says disguise, concealment, keeping secrets, and hidden truth. So I feel like this, we have the marriage card underneath that. I feel like this person really tried to convince you that they were walking away from you or this connection. And just apply it to whoever, you set your intention for. Like, if this is for new love coming in for you, this person may be trying, it's like they're trying to bait you. They're trying to bait you. That's the way they want to do it. But I don't see it working that way for you. I don't see you being captured. You may not even like that, like, whole feeling. You may like for people to come to you, like, very consciously and co-creative, like, okay, we're going to build something together. We're not going to be in our own heads experiencing the connection separately. We're going to build something together, because a lot of people do that. They don't even experience the same relationship as their partner because they're so committed to wanting to see a certain thing, or I don't know, just escapism. And you may be kind of against that, or you want something genuine, but there's definitely an energy of this person. Their first try with you is them trying to hook you, bait you. Then there's a fake death. This person's definitely wearing a mask with that betray energy. The universe is helping you out, though. The universe is also kind of whispering into your ear, like, the truth, and keeping you reminded of who you are and what you've wanted and how much you've been through and how much you've learned and grown. The universe is kind of giving you resources to help you not surrender to this energy. And this is just the reality. Like, a lot of relationships start like this. It's not always like movies where it's like, oh, this perfect start where we're both in love. Sometimes you got to whip people into shape. You know that saying, like, you have to teach people how to treat you? This is like exactly that. It's like, listen, you could be in a relationship with someone and another person can be in a relationship with someone, and you guys could get two different people simply based on what you will and will not accept, what you do and do not require. So Spirit is kind of keeping you on the straight and narrow, not entertaining this person until they're coming all the way right. And likely in more of a serious energy with that marriage card. But at first, they're trying to woo you. It seems like they would rather you commit yourself to them before they commit to you. Spirit, what are their thoughts? What are their intentions? In the beginning, they're going to come around, though, with that fake death energy, and they have to cross the barrier, but it's like they have to cross the barrier alone. You can't hold their hand to the relationship. Like, you got to open the door. They got to open the door themselves. This is interesting. I get jealous when you give others a lot of attention. I don't like that at all. So this person may watch you on social media, or you may get a lot of support, like even from your friends. And this person doesn't like that. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know why people are like that. Listen, I don't know what that is. ultra weird energy. Like your friends in the comment, like, yes, you look so good, da, 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 fire emojis. And this person is salty. Like, there is something wrong with you. How are you upset that I get attention and praise from my friends? So this person may just be generally very jealous, or they may like compliments and kind of want a lot of compliments from you themselves. It's like, instead of you getting praise, they want to get praise. It's weird. It's like, but we're two different people. My praise has nothing to do with your praise. I'm me and you're you. What are you talking about? We have, I watch you from afar. I'm just so intrigued by you. So again, there's a lot of watching energy with this person, a lot of observing. They're trying to find like your weak spots so that they can probably go down that path. That's how it feels. But yeah, they get trapped in this jealous energy, constantly watching you. Yeah, we have, I don't trust people easily. I can definitely tell, because this person is trying everything, all the content, and it's all non-applicable. All those years of watching that content, and you can't use none of it. None of it works. That sucks, bro. They're trying to move forward with you by trying the little dark psychology tactics, and it's not working. Like, if anything, it may push you away further and further. You can see straight through that, and ultimately they have their own trust issues, but again, they got to overcome those obstacles and cross that barrier alone. Like, you can't do that for them. Yeah, this is more like it. Exactly. We have, let me take the lead and bridge this gap between the two of you. I love when the cards go all synchronistic like that. We have, we should be together, growing together, and I feel lost without you. I need you. So yeah, I can see that this person is very much so in a needy energy, and I feel like if you let them, they'll suck you dry of all your life force, because even if it's slowly but surely and without malicious intent, just because this person hasn't worked on themselves, it's still going to drain you just the same. So even if you're willing to take on some of their, you know, problems, you should. Like, as a relationship, that's kind of what you do. There's like an equal exchange there, but you can never be the solution for someone. And I think you're at a place where you know that, or the universe, whenever you're about to slip, will kind of like catch you and separate you from this person. It's no one's business what we do. Our issues are not theirs. Let's keep it that way. Oh, there's the real tea. I'm in a relationship right now, but I can't stop thinking about you. For a small portion of you, this is a third party situation. For the majority of you, I don't feel like it's a third party. I just feel like it's another aspect like a third party. Like, there's a third party interference, and that's really like their obstacles that they have to overcome personally. For most of you, it's not personified. But interesting that they don't want people to know what's going on between the two of you. Interesting that they're kind of like wanting to keep the narrative controlled, or the dialogue in their favor. This person, they're a lot in their ego, very much so in their ego, and very much so like enmeshed with either their friends or their family, because there's this third party element in their mind that they can't get over. They cannot get over the narrative potentially being, and it's like no one's even watching them or commenting this about them, but they're driving themselves crazy with their own thoughts, feeling like people are judging them. And it's like many people may not even know about the situation going on between the two of you, but they just cannot stand the thought of there being a negative narrative about them. We have, I spend money on you to win your favor and get what I want. For some of you, this may be someone who's financially stable, and maybe they're financially abundant, and that's the reason why they feel like you should be giving them some sort of extra, I don't even know, like extra patience. Maybe they feel like you should put up with their crap just because they have money, or just because they're willing to spend all their money on you. But again, that's not working, and that's very much so in alignment with those communities. Like, they'll tell you, oh, you need to be a high value man, you need to be a high value woman. If you're making enough money to support someone, or if you make a lot of money, people are automatically going to respect you. And that's just not true. It just isn't. It's not true. Not anymore. Maybe like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, sure. And before that, absolutely. But now people are so liberated, like, bro, you're not keeping me down with your coin. You're not keeping me down with this D. You're not keeping me down with that meow meow special, okay, on a splits. You can banana split out of my apartment. I'm just saying, like, I don't see you going for it. You guys are heavily evolved. You're not easily moved. What are their plans, Spirit? What are they going to do? We have the Two of Swords, or sorry, the Two of Wands. That's exactly how I felt. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They're realizing that what they thought about them that brought them value doesn't actually bring them value. They're coming into some harsh realizations. And that's another thing. Like, if they fully commit, that means that that's true. And that would dismantle their ego. They would rather you chase them or you make it easy for them. We have the Seven of Swords in the World card. Okay, so World card, they are coming full circle and they are learning their lesson. But Seven of Swords, not before they backtrack a little bit. I feel like this person goes back and forth between showing up like in a wooing energy. They never fully show up in a serious energy. I feel like they just say the right things. They go between that and then like cold and distant, wanting you to chase them. It's so like obvious. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So they're running out of steam. They're running out of steam, and Spirit is making it clear to them, like, listen, if you want to move forward with pile 2, you're going to have to show up correctly. We have the King of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse. This is likely going to be an ascension. When people go through phases like this, usually a lot of people don't make it on the other side, not quickly. A lot of people in this space in their life choose to just stay the same, or they get worse. I hope for your sake and for their sake that they get better though, so that they can move on with their life and have even better. But this is like a really harsh ascension period for this person, like period, point blank, and they have to go alone. It sucks. Two of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. Man, King of Wands, yo, this person may literally be losing attraction right now. Like literally losing their looks. King of Cups in reverse is like, they don't got no type of, they don't got no hoes, okay? Like everybody that was once interested is expeditiously losing interest. And King of Wands in reverse, they're not able to express their passion. This person may be struggling with their art right now. Like every time they try to resist, because this is something that they have to get over, even on a life purpose kind of level, life path kind of level, every time they try to resist is like the universe is just beating them back into submission. And they are trying with that Seven of Swords to avoid the growth that needs to happen, but they can't. The universe is not letting them. And I got the same energy for you in a flipped out kind of way, where it's like the universe isn't letting you just let this person in again if they're not showing up properly. So you may be getting some of that energy as well on your own end. But yeah, it feels like Spirit's got not a vendetta against this person, but Spirit's like, listen, this isn't about the romantic relationship. That's something that you're so lucky to even have the opportunity to engage in at this time. This is about your path and your need to get out of this space in your life where you're listening to certain kind of content. It's just keeping you stuck. Like the universe is not playing with them. They're going to have to level up and like become a true man, become a true woman, a true person. I get strong masculine energy from them. We have the Eight of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. So they're going to need some time alone to do this, to be honest, group 2. I don't feel like they're going to be coming at you with like any solid plans. Their plans for you are to get you to surrender to their wooing. That's their plans and intentions. But like, we did have the Marriage card before and the Fake Death card before and the World card. So I feel like this is one of those situations where years down the line, yeah, you'll probably have an opportunity to marry this person. but that feels like 3 to 5 years in the future. It doesn't feel soon. And if you stay around this person, you're probably going to get hit by some strays, you know, by some karma that's not even yours, negative experiences. I mean, you're even experiencing things now, entertaining this person to a degree. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Your creativity can also be stumped. And also this person can end up kind of sucking your life force at this time through like physical intimacy or even mental intimacy, spiritual intimacy, where you're dreaming about this person, thinking about them before you sleep, seeing them in the astral. They're always on your mind. We have the Death card in reverse. So I feel like this person has a very strong hold on you. It's very easy for this person to get their way with you. And it's not even intentional, but I don't know. You guys may be like twin flames. There may be some sort of higher level connection going on there because there is a strong attachment. This person has the ability to pull on your energy like so easily. We have Hex on the beach and a pentacle for your thoughts. A pentacle for your thoughts says mental clarity, $1 million idea, and an epiphany. So you're coming into a space where your creativity is growing and also spirit is blessing you with new financial opportunities. And you want to be present in the moment without your mind clouded by the situation so that you can receive that as well. We have Hex on the beach. This one says time to relax, needing a vacation, and self-care is the best care. So Spirit is saying take time to take care of yourself, cleanse yourself of this energy, and I would say keep your distance between this person until they're fully ready, because they don't have the most solid of plans, to be honest. But that is what I got for you, Group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 3 with the green zebra stone and the Third Eye Tarot, this is your reading. Whether this is your crush, your person of interest, or the next person coming into your life, take some time to set that intention. We're going to see their next moves, their intentions, and their plans for you in this connection, Spirit. This is for Group 3 with the green zebra stone. Oh, some of these are already flipped over. Okay. Spirit for Group 3. What are their person's intentions? Oh my God. Okay. So this person does like control, but they're very much so interested and they're coming out of their comfort zone to, I'm seeing someone cross the room for you, to extend, like to go out of their way to take action towards you. I feel like this may be someone you've already communicated, you know, with, that you already want to be with them, or that you like them. You've made some sort of move on your end and maybe you've been waiting for them and they're finally coming around and opening up and releasing some of that control. This is the Romeo and Juliet Oracle. We have the Capulet here with fatherly love, controlling, and dogmatism. So this person is all about structure. They're all about what's fair. This person probably holds themselves to some sort of code or higher, you know, just code of ethics. Like they see themselves as someone who's a catch. They see themselves as like high value, for sure. And they do like control. This person may be a bit older than you as well. That may be why we're getting the Capulet here with the fatherly love, because I take it as controlling, but for some of you, it may be like this person is actually older than you. So they do kind of have that genuine wisdom and they're trying to do things right. We have the Masquerade Ball. If you work with this person, go to school with this person, if this is someone you know from somewhere that you frequent, you guys are getting out of that space and you're going on an official date. So this would be like an energy of you going into the city to hang out, or I do see that you're going to hang out somewhere where people that you know will likely not see you. This person is prioritizing privacy, especially since they're already kind of in this vulnerable position to open up to you in this way. So it's like they're checking the parameters. You know how certain dads go into restaurants or places and they kind of just check parameters? Whenever I see them, I just get out of their way because they will push straight past you. Like a guy ordering food for his family on vacation, that's the man with a mission. Okay, stay out of his way. I'm not finna go for blows with someone because this man done run me over. Listen, I don't know why I even went on that rant, but this person gives me that energy where they kind of they just like to check the perimeter. They could be ex-military or armed forces in some way, or they may have a parent who is, because they're very observant and a little bit of a control freak. The Masquerade Ball says a night of passion and embracing a whole new identity. So you will be seeing them in a new light. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. That made me so excited for some reason. I just felt this rush of excitement. Embracing a whole new identity really sticks out to me. It feels like you're seeing this person like in the way that you always wanted to, or in a way that you always knew was there. It's like, man, if I could just get in the right space and time with this person, I know it can be really good. And you're finally getting a taste of that in the 3D. So shout out to you, group 3. You got some good stuff coming with your person. We have the metaphor of love with flirt and seduction. So I do feel like on this date, even if this is someone that you've dated in the past, they're still taking you out on an official date. Even though you guys are kind of past the formalities, I still see that. This person is coming through really trying to do things structured, really trying to do things right. So it just feels more official if you're at an official restaurant, you know, something like that. But they are trying to kind of woo you, win you over, seduce you into submission, it feels like. This person, I do feel like they're still going to try to get their way some way, somehow. And I don't mean like that night or in a physical way. I just mean like your emotional self. Like this person wants you to kind of dedicate yourself to them, not going to lie. We have the Friar Lawrence with wise, trustworthy, caring, and optimistic. So there is a force that watches over you. This could be a spirit guide. I definitely get an energy of like, it feels alien-esque almost. Spirit guide. I'm also seeing the color gray. I'm seeing the color blue. So if you've done any like past life regressions or any like if you astral traveled or anything, if you've ever seen any of your guides, if they're gray or blue, I'm seeing them and they don't play. It's like I'm seeing a slender figure. It's kind of like a lean muscle slender figure with like no smile on their face. It's like that traditional alien face that's kind of like, I don't know what that expression is, but I'm tapping into someone's spirit guide who does not F around, like, sheesh. But I do see them standing with their arms crossed, like, still allowing. This is a spirit guide that if they wanted to can completely get this person completely out of your way. But yeah, I feel like there's something going on with that spirit guide. Like, I don't know, maybe somewhere in the ethers, someone told them to chill. Maybe spirit told them to chill and let things happen and not to interfere too much, but they definitely want to interfere. The spirit guide, it feels pretentious. It feels like we only accept opulence in our life, or where I'm from, my home planet, we would never deal with this foolishness. Maybe even love is something that is in common where that spirit guide is from, because they seem very much so about structure and wanting you to get you to the end line of your life mission. And this just feels like a distraction, but it feels like even though they could stop this, they're restricting themselves for whatever reason. Anyways, let's keep going. Spirit, what are their thoughts, their intentions? There is a guiding force over your life, though, that is protecting you and kind of shepherding this relationship to fruition. This person is very attracted to you, and the more that they allow themselves to open up, the more that they start to fall for you. We have what we have is fated. We're meant to be in each other's lives. We have I want to kiss you right now, and I want a healthy relationship with you. So regardless of this person being a bit of a control freak, regardless of them having that kind of dogmatic, fatherly, masculine energy, they still are opening themselves up They're feeling the attraction, and they do want to pursue it. They do want to expand on it. They want to engage. They want to move forward. So if this is someone completely new, if you set that intention to tap into, you know, the next love interest that comes into your life, this person is going to come in probably a more Saturnian or serious energy. They're going to seem very sure of what they want and what they say, but also kind of cold. And it's like, well, for someone who wants, you know, something, you'd think they'd sweeten the deal. This person thinks that them being vulnerable is enough, and they're going to learn through time that they're going to have to give more, and it's just going to be uncomfortable, period. They're not coming through in the most, like, no, I would say that's not true. I was going to say they're not coming through in the most open energy, but we did get, with the masquerade ball, a night of passion, embracing a whole new identity. So there is an energy of them being really open for you. But if you work or go to school or go somewhere where you frequent this person, it may be like night and day. Like the version of them on that date may be completely different from the version of them when you return back to work. So you would think like, oh, I expected the vibes to be good. Like we had such a good time, and this person kind of returns to in their own head, in their own energy field, in their own ways, sometimes self. And it's just like, okay, ice cold. But they're gonna learn through time. They're gonna learn through time that they kind of got to get out of their own way. We have, I'm going to return to you. This is not over, and I feel a strong connection with you. So for those of you who have been with this person already romantically, they're coming in a much more serious energy, which will be good for those of you who dealt with someone who wanted to be more of a comedian in the past in your connection. They're going to be coming through more serious, with more intention, and they feel a strong connection with you. Ultimately, they want to honor that. So I would say their intentions are to give this another go, to try a healthy relationship with you with a title. We have, I'm the thief coming to steal your heart. So tapping into their energy, it kind of seems like night and day sometimes. You're probably still going to have a good amount of patience with this person, because sometimes they're super high energy and they're giving you all sorts of attention, and then sometimes they're cold, and then it seems like they're in their own head struggling and, you know, whatnot, but not letting you in. It's going to take some time for you to get used to that as well. There's a little bit of a rocky start, but it seems promising nonetheless. Spirit, what are their next moves? We have the Hermit in reverse. Nice. Coming out of their shell, coming out of their solitude, coming out of their own head as well. And we have the Hangman, surrendering to the connection. Surrendering to, I feel a strong connection with you. What we have is fated. We're meant to be in each other's lives. They're like, okay, I keep getting pulled back to this person in my head and my energy. I'm going to move forward. I feel like this person has been single for a while, or they may be like a long-term relationship kind of person. We have the Page of Cups, interestingly enough. I feel like this person would be much more likely to come through as like a King of Cups, but I feel like they're probably closer to like King of Pentacles energy, or even King of Wands energy, because it feels like masculine, but it doesn't feel like from a heart space. It feels like from a place of stability, or a space of how they feel in terms of the action they want to take and what they're passionate about and what feels right. But we have the Sun and the Page of Cups, so they're new, you know, to this. They're new to opening up. They're new to being vulnerable with that Page of Cups. And with the Sun, it's liberating, it's freeing. They're getting confirmation from the universe that this is a good thing, so they're proceeding. And this person is really opening up like a rose, opening up like a flower. It's like, wow, you're so beautiful. It's like at first you could tell that there was something beautiful about them. Just imagine like a red rose, but it's like once that rose really fans out, if you've ever done the flower trick where you turn like your roses, your flowers upside down, you can do this with peonies as well, all sorts of flowers, but you turn them upside down and then you go like this in your hand with the stem in the middle, and then it literally like triples in size, your flower. If you don't know, definitely get into it because I love doing that with my flowers. But that's how it feels. It's like, wow, with a little bit of stimuli, this person just opened up, and it's so beautiful and yummy and delicious. So I feel like it's definitely worth any sort of wait if there's been a wait in this connection for you. The universe is opening them up. Now I'm hearing, you're spinning me around. My feet are off the ground. Yeah, we have the Seven of Swords. Listen, they're only human. King of Cups in reverse. I was feeling that energy. I'm like, yeah, I would assume we would get King of Cups, but no, it feels more like King of Pentacles, King of Wands. Yeah, Spirit is saying King of Cups in reverse. It's going to take some time. Seven of Swords. This person is going to backtrack 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's going to be, again, a bit of a rocky start, or, you know, this person, they're always going to be making progress, but it's like, you know, try not to have too many expectations for them. Like, oh, we had a good night, so things have to be like perfect from here or good from here. Remember that they're human, just like you are, and you know, they're trying to open up and do something new. We got a lot of the cups showing up in reverse. We got the Knight of Cups as well in reverse, and the Five of Swords. So I feel like they're really struggling with their belief in love. This person didn't feel like love would happen for them in this lifetime, truly. They've kind of already settled on, this is my routine, this is the way I live, this is how much it costs for me. And it's like this person is such a Capulet, showing up in such a like Pentacles fatherly energy. They're worried about the budget. Like, ugh, if I'm going to be coupled up, or if I'm going to have a wife, a husband, a life partner moving forward, if I'm going to be in a serious relationship, this is going to affect so many areas of my life. It's going to affect my budget. Am I going to have to get a new home? Like, this person is just going and going and going. And that's exactly how, you know, they run in that energy. That's exactly how they are. Very much so. Not leading from a heart space, leading from a logical space. Oh no. We have the Tower and the Temperance card in reverse. So Spirit is saying this person is just going to simply have to be uncomfortable for a while to get through it, but they will get through it. With the Tower, something may happen. They may get really close to losing you. They may offend you. You guys may have an argument, and you're really, your intention is to truly leave this person behind. But I feel like Spirit is using that as an opportunity to show them, like, listen, this is an opportunity that is not guaranteed. Just because you're a match and there is attraction between the two of you, if you're going to engage, you're going to have to co-create. So Spirit is going to put them in that position, and then slowly but surely, I do think they will win you back. But they're definitely fighting themselves, and you can tell that they're struggling, especially mentally, in the beginning of your connection. I would still say that this is worth waiting for. This is a great person, but just someone who, you know, they're not perfect. They need some time. Oh, you guys. Bleh. I'm such a Cancer. King of Cups in reverse. They're not the King of Cups. They're not ready. But look at you coming in with Queen of Cups energy. We got the Justice card here as well. Like, I got you, bae. You don't need to figure it out all yourself, okay? I am the High Priestess. I am tapped into my love. I'm hearing that song by Janae Aiko and Drake. I forget exactly what the name is, but she goes, I love me enough for the both of us. And you trust me. I know you've been through more than most of us. There's a very understanding energy coming in. Justice energy, though. So there is like an edge to it. Like, now you're not going to play me, and I'm not going to do all the work. But I do love me, and I can be patient with you. So I really feel like you guys are a match. And I feel like where they lack, you pick up, and vice versa. Worth waiting for. Spirit, what will happen moving forward? We have openness, miracles, and freedom. So first of all, they're going to have to get the monkey off their back. So a lot of this is going to be worked through personally without you. That Tower card is going to be a solitary moment. And with the Temperance card in reverse, they're going to have to balance the scales and emotionally regulate themselves by themselves. They're going to have to just flat out be uncomfortable for a while so they can have that full circle moment. So we have the freedom card. First, I see them letting go of limiting beliefs. I see them letting go of the past, letting go of control, also freaking themselves out so that they can create a plan, and then they'll come back and feel more confident and comfortable. So it's like they're freaking out. They're like, oh, I only spend $30 a week on, you know, fast food or coffee, da da da. If I get in a relationship, I'm gonna spend 60. After they figure out the budget and they realize it's not so bad and it's not even a guarantee that they have to start doing the most and paying for things, they're gonna calm down. But they're naturally very fatherly. I don't feel like you're giving off that energy, group 3, where it's like, I have to be taken care of, or, you know, you have to do the most for me financially. I don't feel like for all of you that's necessarily like the thing that's making them feel this way. I feel like it's just them. That's just how they see it. They probably pride themselves on being a realist, but they use that a little bit as an excuse to like allow their mind to just go and go and go and go sometimes. But we have the miracles card. So more energy of spirit, your angels, your guides coming through and helping this connection. And that's how you know that it's a connection that's worth your while, when your spirit guides are in support. Even the the one I picked up on before that's like really not with the extra, even they're kind of standing by and like holding themselves in place so that you can still live your life and make certain choices and have certain things. So, and then we have the openness card. Things are going to be opening up. They're going to be opening up to you right here once they get that inner peace. We got the inner peace card. Spirit is saying things will be able to move forward. Yep, we got the trust card as well. Nice. And the wonders card. So again, I feel like the version of them that you're going to get moving forward is going to be so much nicer than the version that you've got in the past. They're just going to open up and open up and open up and be warmer and more welcoming and more open and more loving, and it'll get better and better. But just try not to see it in a very linear kind of way where it's like there's no wiggle room for this person to kind of backtrack a little bit or to pull back a little bit when they need to, because that simply means that they need to process. It's not something for you to internalize like, oh, they're running from me. They're running from the processing that they don't want to do. So, you know, give them that time to run and then to find themselves again. And this is definitely a connection worth your time. That's what I got for you guys, group 3. My Etsy's in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. Alright, if you chose group 4 with the Galactophane crystal and the Wheel of the Year Tarot, this is your reading, tapping into their intentions, their next moves, and their plans for you and this connection, whether this is your crush, your person of interest, or the next person coming into your life. Take a second to set some intention. Otherwise, we'll just see who comes through. Spirit, this is for group 4. Show us their intentions, their next moves. What are their plans for this connection? Okay, so I feel like that was symbolic. It was like 2 cards wanted to jump out, but they flew back into the deck. And then 1 card fell out, and it's the patience card. And it says patience, decence, and self-control. So the first time this person may try to make a move on you, they may kind of put themselves in timeout. Like, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. There's an energy of them wanting to maybe take the easy way out, or wanting to be playful instead of vulnerable and open, wanting to laugh it off versus get serious, and they kind of have to tell themselves like, no, this one is worth it. Let's keep trying. Like, let's really put ourselves out there. So you may get a little bit of an awkward energy from this person in the beginning. We have wooing and oath of the moon. Wooing says seeking, searching, encountering, and the chase. Oath to the moon says vows of love. So tapping into this person's energy. They do love the chase. They love the flirtation period in any connection, but they're challenging themselves to really dedicate themselves to this connection, to be open. Even though what's understood doesn't always need to be explained, this person is going out of their way to communicate with you in a way to hold themselves accountable. Because if they don't go all in, like I feel like they've done in the past, they've experienced connections where they didn't go all in, so they didn't get to experience it fully. If they don't go all in, they may be more likely to slip back into old habits. So they're trying to challenge themselves to continue to push the envelope, to go all in, to be truly open. Wow. Ooh. Okay. So we have the balcony and the masquerade ball. This is the Romeo and Juliet oracle. The balcony says land of love. The masquerade ball says a night of passion and embracing a whole new identity. So I feel like this person is going to be pulling out all the stops for you. Like they may go for the expensive restaurant. They want to pick you up from your house. You know, they don't want to have to worry about anything. They want to make reservations. They want to bring flowers to you. They want to pick you up at your front doorstep and open the door for you. Like they want to do all the things. They really want to give it their all. And I feel like they set a little bit of an unrealistic expectation. So they kind of have to like dial it down, calm themselves down, and then, okay, move from a place of a confidence and truth versus a place of just trying to do the most. But we have the reject card. At the bottom of this card, it says firm rejection. I'm going to clarify that right now. Spirit, what is this reject card referring to? We have the 10 of Cups here. Maybe you don't believe them in the beginning because it could feel like love bombing. Like group 1 and 2, I gotta be honest, were rough today. They were really rough. And then group 3 got some good energy, and you guys are probably getting the best energy yet, the most consistent, like this person does want romantic love type of energy. So it's surprising to see that you guys are thrown off by this, but maybe it's too good because like I said, this person, you know, it says embracing a whole new identity. It's like they finally get to the point where they're like, okay, I'm going to be vulnerable. And then they just get excited, you know, and you know how people get excited. They're like, oh, I want to do this every day. I want to put everybody that I know onto this. And it just becomes like way too much pressure or unattainable. So to some degree it falls through. It feels like that. You may be worried that they can't actually give you what it is that they're saying that they're wanting to give you. Or we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Maybe you're rejecting that first offer and you're coming up with something more co-creative for the both of you. Like, okay, I understand you're excited and you want to date me and da-da-da, but this is the place that I'm at in my life. We never think of that as well. Like, are we actually available, or, you know, what do we want? So it seems like you're really like with your head in the game, showing up confident yourself, very much so enjoying all the gifts and, you know, all the attention that you're getting from this person, but you may pick up right away that it isn't sustainable, or you may be feeling like, you know what, let's go slow. Like, I'm glad that you're excited and I'm interested, but I'm not going to rush. Spirit, what are their thoughts, feelings? Interesting. We have, you don't have to change yourself for me. I'm already into you the way you are right now. So you may be going out of your way to present yourself a certain kind of way, thinking that that's what they want, or that's what they want to see, or that's what they find attractive. But really, they've already seen a glimmer of the real you, and that's really all they want. You can put down all the illusions or all the mannerisms, all the things that you do that you feel like people would be open to, and really show up authentically. That's what's going to help you to build the strongest connection with this person. We also have, I'm older and more mature than you are, so I have a lot, or it says, I know a lot more and I've experienced a lot more. So there could be an age gap in this relationship, like, you know, 3 years plus, 5 years plus, something significant. For some of you, it'll be more than that. But it could just be a maturity level, or that could be how they see themselves. This person may be like significantly farther than you in terms of career as well. That can make a lot of people feel like this sense of grandiosity, like they're farther in life than they are, just because money is something we really value. It could be that. We got this one. It says, I get jealous when you give others a lot of attention. I don't like that at all. This person wants your full commitment and they want it right away. And I feel like that's why you reject their first offer, because you've decided, it's like you're looking at this person and this is your inner dialogue. You're looking at them like, you've decided that I'm the person you want to date, and you've put in all this effort or spent all this money to take me on a date, but that does not guarantee that you'll be able to be with me. And I'm not saying that to just be rude or to be hard on you, but this is what it is to be with me. It's going to have to be a co-creative process regardless of how great you are. So I just feel like this person, they come in with a lot of fire, and because you reject them a little bit, they may feel like, oh, there's got to be someone else. It may even be like your relationship with the other things that you have going on in your life, because you feel like someone who really prioritizes like your own time and your creative projects. So you could tell someone, no, I'm not going to hang out tonight, and you could literally just be watching movies at home, but you prioritize your peace and what makes you happy and your things, your art, whatever it is for you. And you know, it's like, listen, regardless of who you are, you're going to have to go about things a certain kind of way to have me. So you guys feel very conscious, group 4. We have, if my actions offend you, then I can't do anything about that. That's just who I am. And I'm busy working right now, and I don't have time to focus on this connection. So the plot thickens. This person, I feel like they use work or whatever they have like as their responsibility in this life. I feel like they use that as an excuse to be MIA. Instead of just being like, coming at it from a real standpoint or like an emotionally evolved standpoint where it's like, listen, this is my feelings. This is what I feel. This person may use like work as an excuse to be like, to ghost or not to be as available or open in communication. It seems like this person has all the time in the world, and then they ask you, you know, last minute, like, let's go on this elaborate date. And if you reject them, now it's like, oh, I'm not free for the next 3 weeks. Like, okay, really? So they do feel, I'm picking up on their shadow a little bit, and my left ear is ringing so loud. I don't know what that means, but it is ringing. Yeah. Ooh. We have, I want a healthy relationship with you, and I feel you have a lot of options and that many people chase and worship you. So if this is an age gap relationship, I see that a lot in age gap relationships where the older person will feel like simply because you have so much life ahead of you and a lot of their life has eclipsed them, that you have so much more potential, because they look back at like the last 10 years, 20 years, and they see like where their life went and where it could have went. And they feel like you still have those years ahead of you. So, you know, you may leave me. They struggle with jealousy in age gap relationships. They do want a healthy relationship with you, but they're also a little insecure. It could be the way that you dress, or you may just be very conventionally attractive, like the type of person that a lot of people want to date. We have, I'm conceited and I have a big ego. I prefer for people to chase and bow down to me. And then we have something in your eyes takes me away. I get lost in your deep gaze. OMG. So this person, something about your eyes really kind of pulls them in. This person may really like eye contact with you. And they want to look at you in your eyes more, but you may be a little intimidated by their gaze, or you may be someone who doesn't particularly like people to be all in your face, or you may not really like eye contact like that. But I'm picking up something about eyes. Either your eyes are very special, or this person wants to look at you in your eyes more. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 4? So what action are they going to take? What are their next moves? 10 of Cups. Oh, we got the World card that just came out. 10 of Cups definitely feels like they want to be in a long-term relationship with you. And the World card just confirms that, if not even takes it to a new level. Like that's like the higher octave of 10 of Cups. It's like everything. That's like joined interest, a joined life together. We have the Four of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So a lot of big life changes they're going to end up going through with you. It kind of just feels like two people who are blending their current worlds together. And then we have the World card here. This person doesn't like that they have to be patient for you, though. They don't like that they have to be patient. And Nine of Pentacles in reverse, they don't love that they have to be vulnerable. We have the Five of Cups. So what action are they going to take? It's going to be slow but sure. We have the Six of Swords, so that is a card of moving on, moving up in this world. But I feel like it may get worse before it gets better. You guys may have like a little bit of a rough start. Things may start very slow with this person, or it may seem like they're giving you a whole lot of resistance in the beginning. We have the Two of Cups in reverse and the Princess of Wands in reverse. I don't know why the camera's so bright right now. Princess of Wands in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. I feel like the main thing is they're allowing the universe to lead you guys together, and they're taking things moment by moment, because their planning seems to have to do with, okay, how am I going to make space for you? Like, it seems very logical in 3D. Like, I have to physically clear out space in my home for you. I have to cut off old connections. It feels like they're going about things in a very methodical way. But when it comes to actually bridging the gap between you two together and making your connection stronger, I do not see that they know exactly what they're doing. What I see is that the universe is getting them in this Six of Swords energy, where they're able to move on, where they're able to experience that World card, Ten of Cups. But through uncomfortability, Four of Cups, this isn't exactly going the way that they would have it go if they fully had their way. So I feel like both of you guys are opening up to Spirit, and Spirit is bringing you together. I don't feel like they even could come up with like plans and intentions to bridge this gap, because they just get overwhelmed. And you may get overwhelmed as well, finding yourself often feeling like, I don't know what to do about this connection either. I don't know how to bring it together either, because we're both triggered by each other. We have the Five of Cups and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So this isn't about any one person. It's not fully about you, not fully about them. Spirit is bringing you together through vulnerability and openness. Spirit, what else can you tell us? Nice. Yeah, I see things coming together. This person, they're going to be offering you a long-term relationship, and it does give like more serious like life partner kind of energy, or like settle down kind of energy. Like there will likely be an offer of marriage through this connection. We have rising above. That one says, I see only beauty and grace. So Spirit is really trying to get you to rise above the fray so that you do not end up in it. Rise above. Choose to see beauty and grace, and if you don't see beauty and grace in your life, then create it. And we have opening to love. So Spirit is saying all you need to do is to be open. The bottom of that one says, my heart is open. So that's literally all you need to do. The rest of this is going to come together by way of the universe. I really feel like the universe is kind of bringing you two together, versus you two really coming at this from like a human kind of way. You're kind of just doing your best, showing up, and Spirit is doing the rest. We have mending bridges. I heal rifts. I am a mender is what it says at the bottom of that card. So if you're feeling like it's hard for you to be patient with this person, please go out of your way to try to be extra mindful of that, and to be open and to help them in whatever way you can, because Spirit is saying they would rather this go a certain kind of way. You would rather it go a certain kind of way. But both of you need to be open, and both of you need to lean into what Spirit is kind of leading for you to do in order for this connection to work, in order for it to work out, for you guys to have that miracle come through where the universe can bring you together. So that is just the best way to handle it. And then we have communicating freely. It says, I communicate from the depths of my being. So Spirit is saying, really highlighting authenticity and being honest about what you really feel inside. If there's something that you need to say or something that you need to do, say that, do that. Spirit is really guiding you to say that, do that. This isn't the time to be afraid. This is the time to be open and communicate. And also just even beyond the communication, leave spirit space to fix it though. Because just because you bring something up doesn't mean that someone is immediately going to go change it, or that they even have the ability to. Oftentimes we kind of like never factor in the higher power, and we feel like, oh, if something good happens in my life, it's because of me, or because like I manifested it, or I did this and this and that. And there's so much going on that we can't see. So spirit is really wanting you to leave some space open for this person to show up. Leave some space for spirit to show up, your guides to show up and make things better for you. We have brew yourself together. This one says more planning and strategizing, collect your thoughts, organization, and a time out. So it may be time for you to just like, it may be better for you to just kind of remain calm at this time, remain detached from this connection even. To tap into your feminine receptive energy. And also that feminine receptive energy, she loves like that Venusian energy, that relaxed energy, that energy of being pampered, eating good food, or buying yourself something new, going window shopping, trying on outfits, trying to see like, okay, what's the best outfit I can make today for the cheap, like only sale clothes. What's the best outfit I can make out of $10? And challenging yourself and keeping yourself busy and just getting used to putting that energy into yourself whenever you feel bored, or whenever you feel dissatisfied, or like you want to go to someone for like a fill up of, you know, just love, attention, goodness, you know. Finding that yourself through your own creativity would definitely be really good, because both of you are kind of going through it. The universe is challenging both of you. We have don't make excuses, and a pentacle for your thoughts. A pentacle for your thoughts says mental clarity, $1 million idea, and an epiphany. So spirit may be blessing you with ideas right now, like your $1 million idea, and your career or your life purpose may be popping off as a result of that. But spirit is giving you like the most valuable information and resources right now. So you definitely want to be open to that and tapped in so you can receive that. And then we have don't make excuses. This one says it is what it is. Honor your word and be truthful. So if you have said that you want to show up a certain kind of way in this connection or just in life, spirit is saying it's time to hold yourself accountable to that, time to fight for that, time to embody that. And that's what I got for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.